Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Welcome to another refurbishing video. I have a beautiful old knife here, vintage knife, to try to restore, bring back to life, bring back to its former glory. What we have here is a Colonial cattle knife. You can see the tang stamp down there. And one thing about these, a lot of times these old cattle knives, you find them and the blades are all chewed up and used up. This one has great blades. All the steel is still there. Got this wonderful, nice French pull there. It's just dirty. It just needs cleaned up. And I think this is an amazing project. One thing I'm going to really focus on, you see that little bit of rust right there. I want to see how well I can get that out of there. But just, general overall condition of the knife before I get started. There and there. Like I said, it's not a bad knife. All the metal's still here. So I look forward to be able to get this one all nice and clean. I got to tell you, this knife is just cleaning up very nicely. Very nice. Look at them bolsters. Back springs are looking good. One thing I didn't check was down in here. And let's take a look-see down here. There it is. Always losing my flashlight. It doesn't look overly rusty down in there, but if you look down right, well, maybe that's rust or junk down in there. Let's get that cleaned out and then see where we need to go from there. Yep. Now the blades have kind of decent snap on them. See if there's junk. Is that junk or is that rust up in there? Let's just take a look-see here. Doesn't look too bad so far. Got some stuff out there. I don't think that's rust. I'm just going to play with it here just a little bit. See if I can get a little more of that cleaned out. This is where we're at after a couple of passes with some case paste. She's shined up really nice. She's really looking good. Now these blades, there are blemishes on the blades. Leads me to believe there was some rust on here at one time and someone got it wiped off. So while they're shiny, there is still the blemishes on it, but that's all right. It's an old knife. I did scrape a whole bunch of dirt off of this back spring right here. So that helped with the snap, half stop. Got some fairly decent snap. This one's a little weak. That one's weak. I can hear some grittiness and feel it as I open and close. So I've been saving this for the last step. So now that we got it cleaned and all ready to go, we're going to throw it into the ultrasonic cleaner. Put it in there for a few minutes and let it clean out all that cleaning stuff and any leftover dirt. Okay, so I did use the ultrasonic cleaner. I did soak it in mineral oil, and I apologize. I didn't get footage of the results of the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm sorry about that. I meant to do that, but I just got ahead of myself a little bit. But you know what? This knife is ready to go into service. Just wiping off the extra mineral oil here. We can always touch up these bolsters here a little bit. Let's check out our blade snap. Goes nice into the half stop. Nice snap shut. And on our spade blade here, goes into half stop good. Little weak in shutting. That's okay. And this is our spear point. Goes into half stop good. Decent 4 or 5 shut on it. So, you know, I had it all shiny, but I did the cleaner and then the mineral oil, so it's not as shiny as it was. So we can always just touch it up here a little bit. Kind of clean on it a little bit here yet. Finish it up by hand. Put those nice finishing touches on it. This knife is ready to use. And if you remember what it looked like when we started, I think it sure looks a lot better now. What do you guys think? These equal-ended cattle knives, they're such neat knives. And I think there's a, you know, do your own research, as I always say. I think there's a bit of a debate of which came first, the cattle knife or the Stockman. If I remember right, they believe the cattle knife came first, and then the Stockman. And what we refer to as a Stockman these days was called a premium stock knife. Here we go. Look at that. Looks pretty nice, doesn't she? I love saving these old knives. Now, we did have one little spot here on this bolster. Right there. You can see it right there. But it's come out pretty good. I mean, you really, really have to look at it to find it. So, I mean, if it was rusted much deeper in there, we could always take some sandpaper and try to sand it out just a little bit. But for this knife, I think it looks just right. Well, I sure hope you enjoy watching my cleaning videos. I've been doing a lot of them lately. I just finished a whole set of them for RJ, and they're on their way back to him so that he can review the knives. I appreciate everybody's comments. And down here in the lower right hand corner, I'll put a link to my refurbishing videos playlist, that big round knife delight. So just smash that if you'd like to subscribe. Down the left hand corner, well, that's just the next video YouTube thinks you should watch. So until next time, have a very delightful day.